So Congress passed the biggest housing law in America since 1990. Almost nobody can tell you what's actually in it. I read it so you don't have to. If you're buying or selling in the next few years, there are about 5 things in this law that you need to know. And one of them is about being how the corporate investors and how you lost bidding wars to are being affected as well. So since this is my first video on the channel, I'm Chad Dennis. I'm a realtor with eXp Realty in Jacksonville. I'm a certified military relocation professional. So a lot of my clients are military families that are PCSing into NAS Jax or Mayport. Before real estate, I spent 35 years running a multi-million-dollar retail operation, which means I kind of am into reading the finer print for a living. And this channel is where I break down the Jacksonville neighborhoods, market numbers, and when Washington does something that affects your house, what it actually means to you. No hype, no politics, just what it means for your wallet. So it's called the 21st Century Road to Housing Act. ROAD stands for Renewing Opportunity and American Dream. It becomes law July 11th. And here's where the wild part. It passed the Senate 85-5 and the House 358-32. When was the last time you saw Washington agree with 85-5 on anything at all? It's the biggest housing legislation since 1990, nearly 50 provisions. Most of it is plumbing, but 5 pieces reach your street, and here's what they are. So number 1, corporate investor cap. The big institutional investors who own about 350 or more single-family homes are now barred from buying any more. If you've made an offer in the last few years and you lost a cash buyer you never saw, some of those were actually investors. In Jacksonville, they've been the heaviest in the $200,000 to $400,000 range. Neighborhoods like Normandy, Ocean Way, Argyle Forest. This law takes the biggest one out of the buyer pool. And honest caveat, it doesn't force them to sell what they already own, and mom and pop landlords aren't touched. It's a cap, not a rollback. Number 2, mortgages under $100,000. There's a new FHA pilot program that are expanding these small loans. The ones that most lenders avoid because the paperwork costs about the same as a jumbo, but the profit doesn't. It includes down payment grants and closing cost assistance. That's real, and it's more for the more affordable corners of Jacksonville, like Baldwin, White House, parts of the Normandy corridor as well. If you've ever been told the loan's too small, that door is being pushed open. So excellent. Number 3, and this one's personal for me, expanding housing support for veterans. The law adds veteran-specific provisions on the top of the VA loan benefit that you already have. And most of my clients are military families in the NAS Jax and Mayport. Stack these new provisions on top of your VA loan. And a military buyer in Jacksonville right now is one of the strongest positions I've seen. So if you're PCSing here, we should talk before you look at a single listing. So number 4 is manufactured homes just got cheaper. The law modernizes the federal definition. No more mandatory steel chassis, which knocks about roughly $5,000 to $10,000 off the cost. So it also raises the FHA loan limits for factory-built homes. So in Western Duval, Nassau County, the rural edges of North Jax, manufactured housing is real housing. So that's a down payment for a lot of families, plus it's better financing to buy with. So number 5, more building, faster. So the law gives states and cities incentives to fix zoning, creates pre-approved home designs that skip repeated reviews, and adds whole home repair grants and forgivable loans. Jacksonville has what most top markets don't: room. Duval's western and northern corridors have dirt, and North Jax is already one of the fastest growing corners in Florida. Anything that speeds up construction here lands first. So now most videos won't tell you. This law does not lower mortgage rates. The rates follow the bond market, not Congress. It does not drop prices next month, and it can't force Jacksonville or Duval County to change one single zoning rule. It can only encourage them. Supply takes years. If someone tells you this law means prices are about to crash or that it changes nothing, They're both selling you something. It's a slow, real improvement, and people who benefit first are the ones who understand it first, and that's why you're here. I wrote a full breakdown of the law on my blog, every provision that matters to Northeast Florida, including the fine print on the investor cap and the veteran provisions. So if you're buying, selling, or PCSing to Jacksonville and you want to talk about what this means for your situation, call or text me, 904-977-5509. I do answer my phone. Subscribe every week. I cover Jacksonville neighborhood or the numbers behind the market. I'm Chad Dennis, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.